So let's look at the faith of Samuel. By faith, Samuel was one God. By faith, Samuel was the one God called to be the next prophet. The one guy. No, that makes sense. Yeah. God called him to be the next prophet. Samuel's mom prayed at the tent of worship, day to day, crying her heart out for a son. As the Lord had brought her a son to have, she would give him to the Lord. The day came, and the Lord gave her a son named Samuel. And she gave him to the Lord back for the temple. The priest at the time was Eli and his 5 sons. Samuel was a humble child and learned the ways of the Lord. He was very eager to learn and found favor with the Lord. He grew up in the church, you might say, so he could clearly know and hear the Lord talking. So one day the Lord spoke to Samuel. Samuel was confused and went to Eli and went to him and said, "Here I am." Many times we think it could be our dad calling us, and it could be the Lord. Amen. Eli told Samuel, "No, my son, I did not call you. Go back to bed, for I did not call you." So Samuel went to bed, and then again the Lord called Samuel. The Lord wanted to wake him up. Has the Lord called you a second time, and it didn't wake you up the first time? I'm talking prophetically to people of the church. Though he calls you again, amen. So Samuel gets up and goes to Eli and says the same thing. "Here I am." Eli wakes up the second time and dazed. That didn't make any sense. Eli wakes up a second time. "No, I did not call you, my son. Go and lie down. If you hear the voice, say, 'Here I am, speak, Lord.'" So Samuel went to bed again and waited then for the Lord to call and speak one more time. 3 calls. Has the Lord called you a third time? If so, the Lord has called you a third time. You know this is the utmost importance. You are doing something biblical, yes, and amen. He told Samuel about the 5 sons of Eli that were priests. He did not approve of them, and that Samuel was to be the only priest. The following days went by, and the Ark of the Covenant was stolen by the Philistines, and the sons of Eli were killed by the Philistines. Someone saw this and reported back to Eli, waiting at the temple. He was told of what happened and fell over and died as he fell over. Then the only one left was Samuel in the temple, whom the Lord had said that he would be the one left. Samuel obeyed the Lord and grew in knowledge and was told that he was to anoint the new king that the children of Israel wanted. Amen. The first king of Israel was anointed with oil on his head as Saul, king of Israel, first king, by Samuel. Then Samuel prayed for the people, for the Lord saw that as wrong for the people because they wanted a king. But this is what they wanted. The Lord told Samuel to pray for the rain, and he would make it rain. Now this is when they had already got a king. When Samuel went and poured the oil, poured the anointing on him. The people were afraid, but they had their king. Saul was a very tall king, yes. So it was, Samuel prayed after to let the people know that God didn't like that they wanted a king. So he prayed for it to rain and thunder. And it did. But Israel got their first king. So let's move on to the faith of Gideon. It's in Judges. By faith, Gideon defeated a great army for the Lord. Gideon did not believe that he was going to be called, and so the Lord had to show him that he was. The Midianites had invaded Israel, and this is because the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord. So for 7 years, the Lord let the Midianites take over. The children of Israel got sent a prophet of the Lord to show them they had done wrong to him. One day, as Gideon, a man that was faithful to the Lord, was a general of his clan, he was going along with the way, an angel of the Lord appeared to him. I think he was like chopping some wood. Gideon did not know who he was and did not believe the visitor under the oak in Ophrah, belonging to Joash the Abiezrite. The angel of the Lord said that Gideon will defeat the Midianites. Gideon did not believe the angel of the Lord, for he did not know who it was. So for a test, he went to get something to test.